What is up, bros, and welcome to episode 3 of the Gacy Gazette. For those of you first tuning in to this official All Bros spinoff, my name is Jonathan from the All Bros. If you guys don't know me, I co-host the All Bros with Caleb, and I've talked about this on the show where I am very interested in the story of John Wayne Gacy, everything that went on with it. I literally have tried to learn every single thing that I can when it comes to not only him, but the case, just everything. I find it very, very interesting. And I don't, look at him as... I look at him as what he is, a monster, all that stuff. But I just find the topic very, very interesting. Honestly, I find true crime very, very interesting. So if this is your first time coming on to the Gacy Gazette, welcome. If this is your third time, since this is the third episode, glad to have you back. But with the Gacy Gazette, I do want to be changing a couple things, because what I was planning on doing was literally just focusing on the Peacock Originals documentary limited series, John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise, and breaking down each episode one by one, and then that would have been the Gacy Gazette. I really wouldn't have gone anywhere else with it. But what I've been thinking recently is I feel that's kind of boring. I know it's a very serious topic, but it's just kind of boring, me talking about it beat for beat, literally just going over every single episode. I'm not really giving my own flair to it. I'm not really saying anything like interesting. I mean, it's a very serious topic, I know that, but I still want to try to make these episodes entertaining for you guys to listen to, because if I just, talk about it beat by beat, literally you can just go watch the show. Like, there's no point in listening to me. You could just go watch the limited documentary series, instead of listening to my beautiful voice. But so yeah, I want to be making some changes. I've been trying to throw some ideas together. I've been talking to Caleb. Honestly, have some ideas going, but I think I want to try to think about some other things. So this might be the last episode of the Gacy Gazette for a while, just because, like I said, I want to think about some things, try some new ideas, put those into perspective, and also work is definitely taking a not only a mental toll on me, but a physical toll. And so I think until things die down a little bit, I think I just need to take a step away. I know I release these not that often, but just I do try to put a lot of thought into when I release these. And so I feel until I can get a better handle on my mental and physical state, not only at work, but, other places, I think that the Gacy Gazette just needs to take a little break. And like I said, I know it's been quite a while since episode 2 released, and I apologize about that. But yeah, so that's my plan. So for this episode, what I want to do is I want to talk about some of my new items to the collection. My some people, not naming any names, coworker, I'm kidding, and very, very good friend of mine, calls it my John Wayne Gacy Shrine, whatever, because of how much shit I have. Oh, I have way too much John Wayne Gacy stuff, guys. It's really sad. But anyway, so I want to talk about that, talk about some new editions. I want to talk about the new Netflix documentary that released April 20th, called Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes. Wow. Ooh, yeah, can't wait to talk about that. But I say let's get into this. Episode 3, Gacy Gazette. Let's go, guys. So first off, some new additions. New additions to the Gacy Shrine. The biggest one. If you guys haven't checked out our Instagram, why aren't you guys checking out the All Bros Instagram? Like, come on, guys. But the biggest addition is, I was on Etsy. Never let me on Etsy, guys. Etsy is the worst place for me to go when it comes to anything Gacy. Literally just type in John Wayne Gacy. It is amazing what you can find. Like, I'm dead serious. It is incredible what pops up when you just type in John Wayne Gacy. And that's literally where most of my collection has come from. 95% of my collection has come from Etsy. So for all those creators on Etsy, thank you very much for contributing to it, because it's very much a problem, and I really need help. But anyway, so as I was scrolling through Etsy one night, just looking at a bunch of Gacy stuff, seeing if there was anything new that I wanted to add, I stumbled upon a real life autograph of John Wayne Gacy. And me being the kind of person that I am, had to throw it into my head. Do I really need this? Do I want it? It's expensive, but there's also a payment plan. Do I want it? So, inevitably, I did it. And it's officially the coolest piece of my collection now, because I really can't go above and beyond that. You can't really top an officially signed picture from John Wayne Gacy that has the certificate of authenticity, everything. It is truly amazing. It's on the back of the frame. It's just amazing. And so what's interesting, it is actually one of his mugshots. Don't ask me why he signed one of his mugshots. That just is insane to me. I don't understand that one. Because I've seen him sign personal photos that were taken of him, like art pieces, of course. But I guess that he did sign some mugshots, and it's the one where he has his head turned. And what I'm assuming is when he was in jail, he would sell his art. I don't know if you guys knew this, and I think I touched upon this. Gacy would sell his art. He would be painting in not Anamosa. That's where he first went to jail. But in the Menard Correctional Facility, where basically he was kept from 78, from 80 to 1994 when he was executed. That's where he did all of his painting. He would paint Pogo the Clown. He actually did some paintings of the Seven Dwarves, a skeleton that dressed like a clown. He had some very interesting pieces of art, and he would actually sell them. And what he would do is he would include a signed photo of himself with every person that bought a piece of his art. And I'm pretty sure that he might have put in a little note, maybe, I don't know. So that's what Gacy would do. And it's actually explained in I think episode 4 or episode 3 of The Devil in Disguise, that basically because he was doing this, the county basically, excuse me, sorry about that, guys. The state of Illinois was basically trying to get Gacy to pay his time in jail. They were trying to charge him. They were trying to get him to pay room and board because he was making money while in jail. Which is completely understandable why they try to do that. I don't know if anything came to that, because basically Gacy said, I'm using that money to help pay for, lawyers and that kind of thing. So, getting back to what I bought. So I bought an official John Wayne Gacy signed photo. I don't know if you guys want to know the price. $500. Excuse me. So yeah, $500. Like I said, payment plan. I could have just paid it out, right? But I think the payment plan hurt a little less. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah. And like I said, if you want to go see it, I posted a video on my Instagram, on the All Bros Instagram when I first got it. So if you guys really want to go check it out, you can go see it there. So yeah, that, like I said, that is the cherry on top of my collection. I can't get any better than that. That is just chef's kiss. But I have added a couple of other things. The other big one is that I was scrolling through eBay another place where I found a couple of Gacy items. And this is probably the coolest one that I found on eBay. It is an official newspaper heading. And I thought this was actually just going to be like the first like page of the newspaper, like the cover. No, they sent me the whole freaking newspaper. I was not expecting that. I only kept the parts of Gacy. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest. We'll see. So yeah, like I said, it's an official magazine from 1994 that was printed when John Wayne Gacy was executed. So, it says death to Gacy, doesn't feel any remorse for his actions, all that stuff. It's very cool. It's a great addition to my collection. I already have it hanging up there, so I'll probably add another picture on Instagram with that, of course, because it's pretty cool. And so that one was $100. And honestly, I feel that was worth it. Definitely worth it. But yeah, so that is also one of the biggest additions to my Gacy collection, because the autograph and then this newspaper now are the two actual items that were taken from this time period. All of my Etsy items are like handmade. They're hand printed. They either like just took something that was already there and like kind of like added their own artsy flair to it, which I love. Don't get me wrong, I love everything that I have in my Gacy collection. But like the Gacy business cards that I have, the one that he has for PDM Contractors, his company, and then also his Democratic State card, those are reprints. They're not actually official. I wish they were. That would have been really cool. But I only paid $50 for those, and they came with a case. So yeah, I knew that they weren't real. I mean, like I said, that would have been really cool if they were, but they're not. But I actually was on, I think, Mercari a couple weeks ago, and I think actually it already sold, but someone was selling, and I think they were charging like $50 a piece. They said, because they were all like crumpled and not ripped up, but like you could tell that they'd gone through some stuff. It was a box that they had found at the site of John Wayne Gacy's house. I think before it was torn down, after they had taken all the bodies out of his crawl space. It was a box with old business cards that he had, or of his company. And they said that I think like a friend or someone back that they knew back then was able to find it, and they didn't know if they were real or not. They didn't have any way to prove it, so I didn't know if I really wanted to trust it. I was just a little hesitant, just a little bit. So I didn't end up taking a chance. I already have business cards of his. Like I said, they're not real, but they look very cool. They're framed. They come in a nice stand. And that's enough for me. But if they actually turned out to be real, whoever did buy those, that's an awesome item that you now have for your collection. So kudos to you. That is freaking awesome. So some other things that I've added. One that's not even actually here yet. It's a mugshot of Gacy, and it's not the one where he's like where he has like the serious face, or the one where he's smiling. It's kind of like the other one where his hair is different, and I don't know when this one was taken. His like hair is kind of like pushed back a little more, whereas like his ones that when he was arrested in 1978 are like pushed to this. His hair is like parted to the side, but this one like he kind of like has like the wide-eyed look. And so this one is like black and white, and it's shattered, and it looks so cool. I can't wait to get this one framed, and I will definitely be posting that on our Instagram, because that is going to look really, really cool. Other things that I've added, just like a couple of keychains. I found not only a keychain, but a magnet of the poster of the Devil in Disguise, where it's Gacy's mugshot with his Pogo the Clown makeup on him, which looks super, super cool. I love how it looks. So I got a keychain and a magnet of that, and then I also got a keychain of a like a circular portrait picture of him as Pogo the Clown. That looks super cool. I'm really, really excited of how that came out. I can't remember if I touched upon this in episode 2 or if I'd even gotten it by then. But I've also gotten a signed book that talks about Gacy. For those of you that don't know, Sam Amarante was John Wayne Gacy's attorney, his lawyer, and so that's what he's most known for. Was he was he defended John Wayne Gacy in this case, and so he wrote a book on everything that he went through with Gacy, and it's called Defending a Monster. Defending John Wayne Gacy, written by Sam Amarante. And if you go on his website, I think it's defendingamonster.com, you can actually request to get a signed book by him. And so what I did, me being the kind of person that I am, emailed him being like, "Hello, Mr. Amarante, I love your book. It's an amazing, amazing read. I was wondering, with signing a copy to me, if you could say, to Jonathan, the man who just can't learn enough about John Wayne Gacy." I didn't actually think that he would. I thought he might think that, okay, buddy, that's a little weird. But no, he was super nice about it. Signed it, and I got it a couple weeks ago. Looks super great. Yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, it'd be very, very cool to meet Sam Amarante in person. Gacy's attorney. But yeah, so that's a huge, huge piece. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what else I've gotten. That honestly might be the biggest things. I've gotten a couple more Gacy books that I haven't even started reading yet. I've gotten, what's funny is I've bought a couple of John Wayne Gacy shirts. One I have is Pogo Loves You. I got one with his Pogo the Clown painting that he painted in prison. And then I recently ordered one of his smiling mugshot. Have I worn them? No. Will I? Probably not. I might wear. I'm probably gonna bring one because I'll be going to Georgia in about when this is posted, about a week. Finally going to see Caleb for a little bit, which is gonna be awesome. But we have plans to go to a true crime museum while I'm out there that actually has John Wayne Gacy acquired items. And so that's just going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see that. And Kayla might kill me, but I might wear my Pogo Loves You or or his Pogo the Clown painting shirt. We'll see. We'll see if I actually do it. I don't know if I will, but yeah, Caleb might kill me for that. We'll see. Yeah. So moving on to the next topic that I want to talk about. Like I said, April 20th. Netflix dropped a new documentary series, limited series, that I think that they've only done it with Ted Bundy before John Wayne Gacy. But it's called Conversations with a Killer, the So-and-So tapes. And so, like I said, they did it with Ted Bundy, and now they're doing it with John Wayne Gacy. I still have not listened to the Ted Bundy ones. I need to, because that is definitely one that I literally know nothing about Ted Bundy. Out of the three, because I feel like when people think of the three most notorious serial killers in history, it's usually Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy. Those are usually the three biggest ones that they point out. I hardly know anything about Bundy and Dahmer, whereas with John Wayne Gacy, I've literally tried to learn everything that I can about this guy. And so I'm sure that they're going to be doing one for Dahmer down the road. I'd be very shocked if they don't. I don't know if there is a lot of tapes that exist with Dahmer being interviewed. I'm sure there is. So I'd be very shocked if Netflix does not do one for Jeffrey Dahmer, considering how much they're losing with subscribers. I feel that they kind of need this. Because actually, a channel that I watch on YouTube, Beyond the Trailer, she covers what's popular in streaming and theater, all that fun stuff. And actually, with Netflix's numbers, the week that this documentary dropped, I think it was top 3, which is amazing. I didn't think that would happen, so that's awesome. But so basically, with this one, with this documentary series, it's literally audio that we have never heard, as far as I know. And I think it's actually explained. This is audio that we've never heard of John Wayne Gacy. And this interview, from what I think I saw, takes place in 1980. This was when he was still, awaiting trial for his crimes before he was found truly guilty. And just, yeah, it's very interesting because they go over the whole story with it. And you actually get like an interview with Kim Byers, the other worker that was at Nissan, I think that, or Nissan, whichever, however you say it. She was the other worker there that night besides Rob Peast, who was working the cash register. She was the one that had slipped the photo slip into Rob Peast's jacket pocket, his blue jacket pocket, and thankfully she did that because that's the way that they were able to show that John Wayne Gacy, or that Robert Peast was at Gacy's house, because they had found that photo slip in his trash can. And so that was so interesting that they had her in this episode, or not in this episode, in this documentary series, because I've never seen her interviewed for anything else. And so with like the new Gacy tapes, we get to hear him talk about how when he's being interviewed, if he knows anything about Robert Peast, he's just like, what I tell you is what I know. I have nothing to gain. I have nothing to lose. But I'm getting, basically, he's just like, I'm getting sick and fucking tired of people saying that I did this. I don't know anything about the guy. Gacy saying what he does. Master manipulator. One of the most like scary lines that he says was in the trailer for this. He actually says, what does he say? Nobody had the guts to pull off what I pulled off. I outsmarted you again. Whereas in the actual documentary series, he said Gacy outsmarted you again, and it's so scary hearing him say that shit. Get goosebumps whenever you like actually hear him talking about his evil doings. It's insane, but it's an amazing documentary series. It's 3 episodes, each about an hour long. I definitely recommend you guys go check it out if you really do want to do what I do, learn more about John Wayne Gacy. That is definitely one that I recommend. I can't decide which one I like more, this one or The Devil in Disguise, the one on Peacock. Both are really good. Both do a very great explanation. I feel Peacock might give a little more explanation into the whole story, what happened before, in between, and after this whole case. Whereas with the Netflix limited series or documentary series, whatever, I feel you are definitely getting a lot more of Gacy's side and a lot more of actual words from Gacy. With the Peacock one, we actually got like an interview, and we hear him say some things. This one, you actually get actual just minutes of conversations with him, and I don't think they ever say who it is, but someone who is interviewing him. It's very, very interesting. If you guys haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's on Netflix. Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes, super, super good. I definitely recommend it. Shocker that I watched that day one. Is anyone really shocked? That's all I'm going to say. Is anyone really, really shocked? But yeah, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say right now. Like I said, I'm trying to think of some other things for this series because I want to keep it going. I just don't know how often I want to release episodes. Really only want to release them when I actually have something to talk about when it comes to John Wayne Gacy, because I feel me just breaking down episode by episode when it comes to a certain series, I feel that's kind of boring. I don't mean that you're trying to liven up the situation when it's a horrible situation. I know it's a horrible situation, but when it comes to these, episodes, I want you guys to enjoy listening to them. I don't want you to be like, oh, well, he's just literally talking beat by beat monotone about this certain series. Why am I going to want to listen to this when I can actually just go and watch the series? And I would completely understand if that's what you guys wanted to do. So, like I said, going to be throwing some ideas around. Me and Caleb have actually already talked about this, so we got some ideas that we've already talked about. And so, like I said, I'll be taking a little bit of a break from the Gacy Gazette, but it will be back soon. I promise. Episode 4 will be coming. I just don't know when. And I really do apologize, guys, because I'm actually really happy that Caleb let me do the spinoff. It's not like, oh, well, it's not like, oh, well, it's Caleb's show, so you have to go through him. No, it's our show, of course. But I'm happy that he was just like, yeah, Rose, go ahead, let's do a first spinoff and make it yours with John Wayne Gacy. So, Caleb, if you're listening, I really appreciate you letting me do this, man. I love you. So yeah, I will be back soon. The Gacy Gazette will be back soon. I promise, guys. I love you all. I really appreciate you guys for listening to this and continuing to listen to this. Expect some good things, some fun things to come not fun things. That's a horrible thing to say with this topic. Some good, interesting ideas to come to the Gacy Gazette, and I will say I'm very excited to see what will come of this limited series, because I really want to keep this thing going as long as I can. As long as I have stuff to say about John Wayne Gacy, that's how long I'll keep the Gacy Gazette going. Once again, thank you guys so much for listening. I really, really appreciate it. And until episode 4, this has been the Gacy Gazette, and I'm Jonathan, and I will see you guys next time.